It was just a typical Forsaken night. Too much liquor, and my unconscious body sprawling across the desk. What a sight. Fortunately, there was no one to see it. No one who cared. Alive, at least. Once a superstar detective, now a society's deadweight. Relic rotting in a world of cyber geezers. Losing work to AUGs, hackers, and robocops. No jobs, no money, no friends. It could have been worse, I lied to myself. At least I didn't sell my soul to some cybernetic mumbo-jumbo. But Lady Death was already at my doorstep. I could feel it in my gut. All I had to do is wait a little longer. Oh, my head. The Solcent specialty of the pit. 1 part sweet mushrooms, 1 part kick from a disgruntled mule, and 98 parts industrial alcohol. Rakesia helps me get my thinking straight. The bottle was almost empty. I needed a refill from the scray. If I can scratch up some creds, that is. New messages? None. New job inquiries? None. Pleasant surprises? None. The only thing of interest was the scandalous and tragic local news, with the saucy headlines. Cyber investigators impaled on the job. Always wondered who came up with these bonds mots. All the journalistic babble distilled, it said that 3 upper-crust investigators had been impaled at the Tresh Corner early this morning. I decided to add this to my daily stroll route. I wondered, what were the odds they all tripped and impaled themselves at the same time? Or maybe there was something more sinister involved. I slid open the drawer on the right side of my desk. Long use had worn the handle to welcome my fingers. What at first glance looked like a rat's nest was actually a pile of overdue bills and eviction notices. I couldn't pay any of them. I hadn't had a case in a long time. I shifted the papers around to see if they were hiding anything interesting. Something solid and heavy slammed against the inside of the drawer.
Easy, fuckface.
A familiar voice spoke inside my head.
Familiar? Now that's just slow. First you leave the hottest Spartan you ever could have dreamed of for another broad, and now this? So damn it, Cooper. How can you spend so much time thinking, but forget about your bestest partner? Wow, Coops. But I'm a forgiving type, so here's an offer. Take me for a ride, like you once did, you pathetic sab. Wield me like the majestic, badass, death-dealing tool should be wielded. Own it!
I shoved the papers aside to get a better look. It was my old service weapon. A TT-88. Automatic. Black as the underworld's basement.
What did you expect? A tiny girl living in your desk drawer?
I holstered her. I could use the company. Cells of my palm celebrated the reunion with the lost phantom limb.
Oh, yes. I'm thirsty, Daddy.
Let's get you a drink then.
Those are the words a girl longs to hear.
Just push the damn thing harder. It's stuck. A truly horrific necktie was hanged around my ceiling fan. I had just a single photo of my Carmen. No idea who transmitted the radio signal, but it was darn good. A mountain of muscle, fat, and jerry-rigged utility-class Augs burst through my office door. He was monstrous, almost grotesque. His breath? Whew, even more so. I didn't take any chances. I drew my gun. Stay right there, and let me see those hands.
Please, no shoot, Mr. Cooper. Boss say no guns.
Let's be civilized here, Johnny boy. This isn't gang turf anymore. We've got protocols to follow.
You broke into my apartment. That means I can shoot you where you stand.
Less talking, more shooting.
Technically, it's not your apartment if you don't pay the tax.
Technically, if I riddle you with lead, there's no one to collect the taxes, so...
Let's keep it civilized, Johnny boy, okay?
You call breaking and entering civilized?
As I mentioned, it's not actually yours anymore, and protocol says that after an hour of knocking, we are obliged to break in and provide first aid, or arrange post-mortem recycling, depending.
Keep running your mouth, and it's me who'll be doing the recycling. And I might not wait until you're dead.
Hey, I don't like it either, but it's not my fault you don't have an honest job or that you're behind on your taxes. You got yourself into this, my friend. Now be a man and face the consequences. Don't take it out on a couple of working stiffs.
Oh, he liked it.
It's time to show them the old dance moves, partner. Separate the men from the red spatter on the walls.
Knowing Buzz, there'd be a giant gaping hole in his plan somewhere. I just needed to push the right buttons.
It's time to show them the old dance moves, partner. Separate the men from the red spatter on the walls.
Okay, let's see these eviction papers then. This is 100% legit, Buzz. Seems you got me, fair and square.
That's right, Johnny boy. You're done like dinner. Gotcha.
Pitiful. He started gloating before the win, and now he was gonna get hit. Hard. There's only one thing missing. A bailiff. I see a large fellow plug full of ogs, but no law.
Boss, what's that? Is Comper calling them it names?
No, that's what you're here for. To make sure the law is obeyed. Regarding your observation, Johnny boy, Dimwit has been deputized.
Oh, of course. Naturally, if you'll just let me see his letter of authorization. I swear the man looked like he was about to break down and cry. How the mighty have fallen.
Molly, hi. It's Buzz. Buzz, I said. Yeah, that Buzz. Did you put the F432B in my folder for John Cooper as I requested? You what? But I didn't ask you to put it on my desk. I told you to place it inside the folder. Ah, you witless, incompetent fucking...
Boss, is you okay? Your face red like paprika.
Let's go, Dimwit. We're not done here, Johnny boy. I'll be back. Count on it.
Sorry, old bean. Rules are rules. By the way, send someone to fix that door. That was intense. Peace settled like a shroud over my office again. I reached for the bottle. She sat into the armchair. I leaned to light her cigarette. Sweet tobacco filling the air.
I have a job for you, Detective.
7 sweet words looping in my mind. Forever.
I have a job for you, Detective.
I woke in pain to a breathtaking view. Across from my desk sat the smoothest, longest, most scantily clad pair of legs I'd ever dreamed of. Wearing a dress fashioned from a ridiculously luminous, scarlet as sin, out of this world material. Mind-numbingly beautiful, perched in my chair like she owned the place.
I have a job for you, Detective.
The garment was made up of tiny scales that constantly flexed in microscopic motions, reflecting the light to make her as glamorous as possible. I'd never seen anything like it. Probably alien, and more expensive than the entire block I lived on. Who are you, and where'd you pick up that line?
For the sake of this conversation, you can call me D.
I can respect privacy. Miss D it is. What can I do for you, Miss D?
I appreciate it. As I've said, I have a job for you.
I'm, neck deep in debts. I could use a job. I just need to take care of some loose ends.
I made sure that your troubles with local tax collectors and their apish enforcers go away forever. I've also taken the liberty to pay all of your outstanding bills.
I knew exactly what that meant. That's a lot of cred put on an old horse.
In a way. Your landlord Basinski came by while you were asleep. He had all the paperwork needed to evict you and get you sent to the sludges.
Much obliged.
Any more questions, or can we get to the point?
A lot, actually. Give me the deets, Miss D.
A girl is missing. I want you to find her.
An upper cruster in the pit.
Yes, like many youngsters from the Hive, she was on her pit adventure high.
I thought you uppers had a bigger budget for this kind of emergency.
We do. The best bullsec security was deployed moments after she went off the grid. That was at 9:10. Find out what happened to them.
Bullsec? The best money can buy.
So they say.
I turned the green screen towards her. She took a moment to scan it.
Yes, that's them. Check that out. They might still be useful.
Tell me about this girl.
Her name is Lucy, a Class A+ citizen, 7 years old.
That's in decimal units. Translates to roughly 19 chronological. Age of majority.
That's right. It was her 19th birthday, to be exact.
Who is she to you? A daughter? Sister?
Arcology is no longer family-based, but she is as precious.
How does it work then?
When they turn 1 decimal time year old, they all go to prep school. There, they are supervised and guided by professionals to reach their best potential. At the age of 7, the age of majority, they have a month off before specialization and deployment.
Deployment.
To their professional careers, usually off-world.
Sounds like a very cold world they live in.
It's much more efficient, both for children and parents.
Efficiency isn't everything. What about the parents' love?
You mean hormonal responses? It's all chemistry, easily replaced with pills. Trust me, they never feel alone.
Wow. Every detail makes it sound colder and colder.
Maybe, but it keeps the arcology running at peak productivity.
Love in pill form. The world really has gone to hell. How do I find her?
Here's a photo, reconstructed moments before she went off the grid.
She leaned forward to slide a picture onto the table. The big, deep green eyes of a young upper cruster girl looked back at me. Flawlessly lined, pearly teeth made an innocent smile full of life. Synthesized hair color matched the iridescent blue of her oversized hood atop a pine green bolero. Behind her, fragment reconstruction showed 3 young men messing around and laughing. Probably her friends. They were on a metro train that took them to the end of the world. That was the place to start the investigation. Her friends, did they return?
They came back at 021 hours. They were severely intoxicated and immediately placed in intensive care. They're in no state to be interrogated, so they're pretty much useless. If they do reveal any crucial information, I'll make sure you get it. But don't rely on that. You live in the Sentinel-forsaken pit, after all.
Just one thing.
I'll indulge you, but only one.
Are you by any chance a Bion?
What makes you think that?
Just a hunch.
I'm not a Bion, but you're speaking with my envoy, merely a vehicle for my true self. I see, hear, and feel through it. It's safer than hiring someone to do the job.
Fascinating. I've never heard of that.
Normal people save up for their whole lives just to secure their post-mortem Bion. Using it as I do is much too expensive for almost everyone.
Okay, I'll start looking.
Good. I transferred the funds to your account. It should be enough to cover your expenses while you search. Got your back, partner.
I holstered the gun.
You were better, John. So much better than this wallowing PI bullshit you're trying to pull. Take this chance. Prove it yourself. I can help you.
Yeah, don't forget to bring along the sad string quartet, too.
Good partners are hard to find these days.
I tolerate this only 'cause it's a threesome. You hear me?
No idea who transmitted the radio signal, but it was darn good. The metro station. Huh. This is where Lucy landed in the pit. All I need to figure out is what happened after that. The locals refurbished it into some kind of tourist trap. A welcoming destination for uppers, with a bunch of shops and a bona fide info kiosk. Back in the day, this was actually one of the liveliest stops on the line. Workers from the flats swarmed here, traveling to a brighter tomorrow. Then it all came to an abrupt halt. People became homeless overnight. Ambitions were eradicated in favor of survival. The station itself became a warren for lost causes. Well, at least it's not a drug den anymore. Ugh. Travel agency enticing tourists with its moldy walls and soggy brochures. It seemed like a promising place to look for clues. The welcoming committee, though. Excuse me?
Huh? What? What's wrong with you? But I'm having workshop.
That meant lunch in local patois. Yeah, okay. Just a quick question. I'm looking for a missing...
Hey. I don't care about that. I'm eating here. Now fuck off, okay?
Interrupting a beast while it's feeding can be dangerous. Any wildlife documentary will tell you that.
You can't reason with the survival instinct, John. That's all this is to him.
Fine. Don't forget to choke on that rancid shit, asshole. Be seeing ya.
Yeah, that's good.
Bootleg perfumes, synthetic tobacco, and any combination of the two. A rabbit hole of suspicious wares was calling to me.
Ah, hello. Welcome to my cart of wonders. Quality is always recognized.
I...
Ah, my friend, let me first interest you in my quality wares. You smoke, yes? I have some nice pre-rolled homemade tobaccos, sole grown on the Cloud Islands. Special shipment, yes. I give it to you for a special price of 20 creds per box. I have a very special shipment of tobaccos just for you. Sole grown, pre-rolled, homemade, straight from Cloud Islands. Special price today only, 20 creds for a box.
His relentless verbal bombardment was more than my brain could process. Thanks. I'm well stocked for now.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing, my friend. Need something else? Perfumes, some clothes, fancy old analog watches maybe?
Not really. At least not right now. Let's focus on something else.
Ah, but that's not how this thing works, brother. Come on, scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. It will be fun.
Yeah, I'll scratch this moron's back real good.
We all play our roles, John. Just indulge the man.
All right, I'll take the tobaccos.
20 creds. Final offer.
Okay.
Deal.
This is the missing upper girl I'm looking for. Name's Lucy. Take a good look. Gouza was a real method actor, but when he saw the photo, the shrewd trader facade slid off his face like a buttered pancake.
Ah, yes. She was kind, friendly, curious. She sampled many perfumes. I tried to sell her best ones. Make her happy, you know?
There's genuine warmth in his eyes.
And the best actor in this episodic series award goes to anyone but this asshole.
She ended up choosing some old bootleg garbage. The last bottle I forgot I even had.
Did she say anything about their plans or where they were going?
She said she really likes it here and wants to learn everything about this place. Can you imagine?
I'm gonna have to try. Anything else? Who is she with?
Sorry, brother. There was a lot of traffic that night. I have to keep an eye on my wares, or they wander away on their own. You know how it is. Can I help you with anything else, brother?
Later, Gouza.
You know where to find me, brother. I assure you, you'll find no better deals anywhere in the pit. See you later.
I thought there was no easy way to describe the wretchedness of life in the pit. But these two creatures, they epitomized it.
Hello, my friend. Brad Moy. Come. Buy umbrella. Come on. It's tripping outside. Like our prices. Real cheap, like you won't believe, yeah?
A defeated man, sad and bitter. He couldn't sell an umbrella in a dome city with non-stop condensation issues. Huh. Imagine if we were showered with real rain for a change. Just another relic of a bygone era, I guess.
Real rain. Wouldn't that be something?
Funny accent. Like from old movies. You actor?
Hey there, pretty man. Very handsome. Wanna come in? Have good times with your Savitsa?
Savisa, come on. I'm standing right here.
The wife was obviously a retro freak, like me. Everything else about her was, disturbing.
Oh, Mazel. You know I have no choice. You haven't sold an umbrella for a week. It's not that I enjoy having to charm this handsome man. Wink, wink.
Did you just say wink, wink?
You okay, buddy? I mean, with all this.
What? What you mean?
Yeah, what you mean?
You know it's the other way around, right? The screamy salesman began sweating so profusely, he could have clogged the sewers all on his own. You can't be a good salesman while your wife is selling herself, and obviously enjoying it. What's your name?
Boris.
Break the chain, Boris. You're better than this.
Don't say that to Maza! You make him sad
head, you bastard! Asshole! Party pooper! Pooper of parties!
Food for thought for us. This is the upper girl I'm looking for. Seen her?
Didn't see her, friend, but the shop could be closed when tourista come. I bet she would love to buy one of my newest umbrellas.
Mazo! Fuck your umbrellas. That girl might be dead.
This cuck is just begging for an umbrella. Up his ass!
He deserves this life.
See you around, detective.
Bye.
Leave alone. It'll be fine.
Huh? I could have sworn I heard a strange mumbling noise from a dark corner nearby. Like someone cheerfully singing while being choked. I squinted in the direction of the creepy voice and discovered what looked like a makeshift hobo shelter, cobbled together from faded guide placards and disintegrating leaflets.
My sweet sees a lot of girls. Is she pretty?
My legs nearly gave out. Where are you, buddy? Come on out, let's talk. Patched up tuxedo, funny cap, teeth growing all around its cheeks, and dark gaping holes where the eyes should have been. It tried its best to appear friendly, but I stepped back in disgust. I'll be honest, I didn't expect this.
It's good. Well, it's a really good friend to have.
It was hideous, unbearable, tragic, and twisted. But I hadn't heard that kind of old-fashioned honesty in ages. I decided to trust him. That's an unusual name you have there, Molly Twisette.
Aye, it is. It means little flower. My little got it from his mum. Was he was the smallest baby of the bunch. And I'll get such a large vessel, isn't it?
Sure is. You don't look like, most of the locals around here.
It's 'cause it is not a local boss. He hails from the most wonderful underworld.
A land of serenity where folk love and care for each other. That's a fairy tale version, at least. While trying to ignore the wailing, screams, and gunshots from outside, I would often fall asleep imagining that place. The version I'm familiar with describes a kind of undisturbed, luminescent ecosystem. A civilization beneath civilization. Don't know much about that. Except that it may be best to leave that place alone.
Here you are, boss. My little bit is impressed. He says he wants to take you there someday.
Men like me should never get anywhere near a place like that. Not in a million years. He said it with real pride in his voice. How exactly did you see girls? There don't seem to be any eyes in your head.
Boss. The vessel no sight but lights with us. Let him take a look below.
I believed him. After all, I wasn't even sure if those were eye sockets or a friggin' void. And the void likes to look back. That I knew too well.
To forget that kind of it. My Richard said he saw.
You did? I mean, he did?
He did. Came here butchering with some friends. He passed by this corner, smelled really nice.
And all of a sudden, sadness.
What look at my Smith's vessel, though. They went with the little tricks I got very low. The pretty girls always pick him. But he's a trickster. Yes. We can see it in his eyes.
There was a spark of envy in his eyes, the sockets. Wait a minute. Is he competition for you?
Boss. It's not easy making a name as a freelance guy. He did this economy.
Did you take a look at the friends Lucy came with?
We, not really, boss. Molly is not in the boy, you know. Not crooked like that.
Crooked? Wow. You're not a very inclusive guide, are you?
No. It's I mean it like that. He meant no crooked as in not leaning to that side.
Half past reset, Lucy and her friends allegedly passed through here. See anything?
Molly, it's better remember seeing a Paisley being around there past midnight. No Nicky among them. Oh.
She definitely never left the pit. That's terrible news.
It's good news for your paycheck, moron.
Any idea where this good fella guy took Lucy and her pals?
It's with is thinking.
3 dots.
Well, fellows are quite responsible about his wee eye beak at the end of temptation. You know, and inferno. Why, yes. Other guys don't have that.
A private deal with the club. Huh. Interesting. Can you describe this good fella to me?
Boy, he is a handsome young lad, real charmer. Not much reach on him, though. And not very tall. Sports a fedora. What that will get from that.
Almost sounds like a fan of yours.
That works. Thank you.
Time, boss.
It was a good talk. Never expected a decent lead from a mutated man-child fungus. But hey, this is the pit. Anything goes.
We know it's not a bit fair, but Molly's faith requested that we ask you if you could give foster girls photo.
Whoop whoop! Stranger danger! Stranger danger! Fucking weirdo. I knew it.
He's pure, John. Purer than we could ever be. Save that photo and give it to him later.
This photo is crucial to my investigation. Let's find Lucy first, and then I'll think about it. Deal?
Aye, boy. Molly Smith says he's sorry. Told him it was a stupid idea, but he made us ask.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He was cheerful again. Gnarly bastard was actually growing on me, and the feeling was clearly mutual.
I'm glad you're at least considering it.
Hey, boy. Don't forget about Molly Smith. He likes you.
You and pretty little girls. Remember that, Coops.
The pit harbors many meatheads who still consider themselves human, even as they're being devoured by implants and augs. I couldn't ignore the irony of a hideous creature like this one, whose attitude was more humane than all the rest combined.